What is up, everybody? Ripley Sartain from Wisconsin Wonder Gardens. Let's forget the intro and get right into this baby because, as you can tell, we got a brand new aquaponics setup in the basement, ready to go. So my mom picked up this entire thing. I think we got about 15 of these pots filled with the aquaponics clay. They got the grow bed, and then down below, which you'll see later in the video, we have the tank that is going to hold the fish, that is holding the fish already. And what we have for lighting is these two 300 watt LED light fixtures by Hydro Galaxy that I have a video of, and I made that previously, so they're going to adapt really well to this. We got a few plants growing here. Luckily, I was able to find spaces for my succulents, the babies that I'm propagating over there, as well as the zinnias and lavender that I'm growing, because I only have 2 of these lights right now, and then I have a couple behind me. I think they are like 24 watt LED lights, but that's not a lot as far as capacity goes. It can't grow a lot of plants, so I just have these here. I will purchase 2 more for over there, possibly 4 more. But for now, I had to find space for all this here. But let's dive into the system, and I'll talk a little bit about its capacity, what it's going to be used for, how I made it, how I made the cycling system, and whatnot. So the capacity, as far as I can tell, it's about 40 gallons, maybe a little bit more or less. Of water that it holds down in the basin below. So this entire system was actually purchased by my mom, who is an auction queen. She got this for 25 bucks, which is an amazing deal, absolutely outstanding. There's also a metal halide hood. I'll show that to you guys right here. This hood came with it. But I'm not totally set up for that yet, so these 300 watt fixtures will do just fine. But anyways, my mom picked this up for 25 bucks. What I have going down below is actually an old protein skimmer from a saltwater tank that I got from a buddy. We were doing some work for him, and they were moving out to Washington actually, so if you're watching this, thank you so much. Your pump is finally getting put to use in this aquaponics. That pump will go off once every hour, and the water level will fill up until it's about an inch from the top of these clay pebbles. What then happens is this right here is called a Bell Siphon. Once it reaches that point, the water starts to spill over into the inner PVC pipe, and then it creates a suction force, and because of atmospheric pressure pushing down on all of this water, plus that vacuum, it sucks it up constantly once it reaches this level, and it will go down until there is no more water left in the tank. And I will show you guys that in I would say probably a couple of weeks. You guys can expect a video to come out on how to make your very own Bell Siphon for an aquaponics tank. It's a fairly simple process, pretty easy to do. I ran into a few problems along the way, but in that video I'll highlight those problems and how to take care of them. These lights are on for a total of, I think it's 14 hours a day, maybe 16. Yeah, I would say 16 hours a day. This is just getting established. I put all these plants in here to try and get the cycle going. I put fish in and everything to kind of get the bacteria colonies developed, and I also put in my my polisher from my canister filter from my big 75 gallon tank. What I did was I took that mesh that was in that canister filter and I just put it in the fish tank down below in order to get that bacteria colony developed and established. If you see right here, the water is actually going to start going up right now, so let's take a quick look at that. So this happens once an hour. The pump down below right here You see it there. That is what pumps straight up down below, and it will fill up. You can kind of see this mark here on that pot right there. That's as high as it goes, and from there it reaches the top of the Bell Siphon and then spills over. But I figured I would show you guys that since it just went off here. While we're over here, let's take a look at the tank. This is the Bell Siphon coming down and out. I actually put this piece on here because I had it going straight down and it just wasn't working. And I had a good buddy tell me that he had to put a little L on his siphon before it would work, and that did the trick just right. So if you're running into that problem, that's a quick fix. Inside of here, I just have 10 goldfish for now. Again, that's just to start up the entire bacteria colony and get the levels going, nitrates and nitrites, and get this thing established before I put in tilapia, because that's going to be what's going in here is a few tilapia. That way we can actually harvest those and eat those. So an aquaponics setup is extremely beneficial in that you don't have any requirements as far as space goes for the plants. Because the plants are getting the nutrients from the water and not the soil, you can plant them a lot closer together. They're going to be growing a lot faster, and you will have some highly nutritional food as well. So what do I have in here right now? This right here is onion and chives. These are all some sweet potato slips that I've been growing. Over here we have the peas that I've been growing. Right here we have a patch of 6 arugula. And then we have some Brussels sprouts. These are supposed to be a smaller variety of Brussels sprouts. Over here we have, again, a miniature variety of broccoli, so they don't take up too much room. And then further over we have some pepper. This is gypsy peppers. So I tried to orient this in a way that the taller plants were on the outside perimeter and the shorter, more stockier plants are on the inside, so they get efficient lighting from all directions. And then again we have our succulents there doing just fine, and the zinnias are doing really, really well also. I'm also trying to see how these sempervivums will do, as well as this variety of stone crop. It's kind of hard to see from there. Take a closer look. There it is, this variety of stone crop here. I'm trying to see how it does in aquaponics as well. And I have a few succulent leaves going in here to see if by chance they'll root out in the aquaponics. So that's the system as a whole. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. You've got the lights providing for photosynthesis in all the plants. The water comes up providing the nutrients. The fish bring all of those nutrients to the plants. They will provide everything that is needed just by their poop, the pee, whatnot. Everything that the fish put into the water, the plants take out. And the plants absolutely love it as well, so they have an unlimited source of nutrients. So for right now, that's all I got for you guys. I can't really go too in depth with this because I'm not an expert on aquaponics, but this is my very first setup. Besides on the back of the tank, I've had plants growing in my aquariums before, but this is my first full-out aquaponics setup. So wish me luck, guys. If you have any tips, let me know. Definitely open for tips. I would highly recommend going out and starting your own aquaponics center at home to grow food, ornamental plants, whatever you would like. There are so many different plants that can be grown in aquaponics. I think most people just grow food, but I'm going to dabble in the ornamental side as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is my very first full out aquaponics setup. I'm extremely excited to see these plants grow, to see the fish grow, to get some tilapia in there, and basically just grow some awesome plants, fish, and food. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome, wonderful day. Happy gardening adventures. Take care.